In a world that often feels consumed by the noise of our daily lives, it can be easy to forget the subtle messages that surround us. But the truth is, the spiritual world is always present, speaking to us in ways that we may not immediately recognize. It's in the whisper of the wind, the rustle of the leaves, and even in the quiet moments when we think we are alone. Creation itself is alive with the presence of God, and the universe, in its most delicate ways, reflects divine purpose. Have you ever experienced an encounter with an animal that felt different? Perhaps a moment when a creature appeared uninvited, yet somehow familiar, as though it was meant to cross your path. These are not just random events. Animals, in their purity and wisdom, have an extraordinary ability to sense the divine essence within those who are called and chosen by God. The world may not always see the light you carry, but nature, God's creation, can. And it is in these sacred, fleeting encounters with the natural world that a divine connection is made. As we journey through this narrative, I invite you to keep your heart open, for what you are about to hear may shed light on experiences you have had but never fully understood. The following may help you recognize signs small yet profound that have been calling out to you from the moment your soul was chosen. Stay with me, and let's explore how the divine speaks through creation, through the animals who know when you are called. The divine sensitivity of animals is an ancient truth that has been overlooked by many. From the beginning of time, before words were ever spoken, animals have carried within them an awareness of the spiritual world that surpasses logic and human understanding. They do not rely on reason or intellect, but on a deeper, instinctive knowledge that transcends the physical realm. Animals have always been attuned to the unseen. They sense vibrations that humans cannot detect, picking up on energies, frequencies, and divine messages that others fail to recognize. This spiritual awareness is not merely a survival mechanism. It is a sacred gift bestowed upon them by the Creator. Animals know things we cannot comprehend. They can feel the divine presence long before we do, and sometimes their actions serve as a reminder of the higher purpose that lies within us. For those who have been set apart, those chosen by God, animals are not just creatures roaming the earth. They are messengers, guides, and companions sent to help us recognize our divine calling. Just as the stars are scattered across the heavens, the animals too are scattered across the earth, each with their own unique role in the divine plan. And it is no accident that certain animals cross our paths at specific moments in our lives. It is not simply the result of chance that an animal chooses to appear when we are at a crossroads or facing moments of uncertainty. The spiritual world, which operates in perfect alignment with God's timing, uses animals as conduits to convey messages to those who have been chosen. Among the animals that possess this divine sensitivity, the dragonfly stands out as one of the most subtle yet powerful signs of spiritual transformation. If a dragonfly has ever crossed your path, or if it seems to linger near you in an unusual way, pay attention. This is not a coincidence. The dragonfly is more than just a beautiful creature. It carries with it a profound spiritual message, one that speaks directly to the heart of the chosen ones. The appearance of the dragonfly is a reminder of the ongoing transformation that the chosen one undergoes. Its life cycle is a perfect mirror of the journey that God takes each of us on. The dragonfly begins its life underwater, hidden from sight, much like the chosen one who spends years in quiet preparation and obscurity. In this hidden phase, the chosen one is being shaped, molded, and refined, often in silence and solitude, away from the world's gaze. Just as the dragonfly spends its early days beneath the surface, the chosen one undergoes a process of spiritual development that goes unnoticed by most. It is only when the time is right, when the dragonfly reaches its full potential, that it emerges from the water and takes flight. This emerging phase is symbolic of the chosen one stepping into their purpose. Just as the dragonfly spreads its wings and soars, the chosen one is called to rise above the challenges of the past and move forward with a renewed sense of direction and purpose. The dragonfly's delicate wings, almost invisible in their lightness, represent the freedom and spiritual elevation that come with embracing one's calling. It is a divine reminder that once you have been shaped in the secret places, you are meant to soar. The dragonfly's appearance speaks of spiritual growth and new beginnings. It is a sign that the time of preparation is over and the time to fulfill your divine purpose has come. The message is clear. The chosen one must rise from the depths of uncertainty and step into the light. Like the dragonfly, you are meant to take flight with a heart free from the burdens of the past. Old pains, fears, and regrets must be let go of in order for you to fully embrace the mission God has prepared for you. When a dragonfly crosses your path, it is not just a passing encounter. It is an invitation to embrace the changes that are taking place within you. The spiritual world recognizes that you are ready to move into a new season of life, one where your purpose is no longer hidden, but is beginning to be revealed. The presence of the dragonfly is a divine confirmation that your journey has reached a turning point. It is time to rise, to spread your wings, and to walk boldly in the mission God has entrusted to you. But the dragonfly also carries another quieter message: the importance of lightness. The dragonfly, with its graceful flight and delicate wings, is a reminder that those who are chosen are called to walk lightly in the world. This does not mean that the chosen ones are without challenges or struggles. Rather, it signifies the importance of letting go of unnecessary burdens, emotional, spiritual, and physical, that weigh down the heart and hinder progress. When you carry old wounds, resentments, and guilt, you make it harder for your spirit to soar. The dragonfly reminds you that you cannot fully embrace your purpose until you release the weight of the past. In this sense, the dragonfly serves as a spiritual guide, gently encouraging you to let go of the things that no longer serve you. It is a call to forgive, to heal, and to step into the freedom that comes with trusting God's plan. Just as the dragonfly flutters effortlessly on the breeze, you are called to move through life with ease, trusting that God is guiding you every step of the way. When the dragonfly appears, it is a sign that you are ready to let go of the past and embrace the future with a heart that is free light and full of hope. The divine message carried by the dragonfly is one of spiritual recognition and divine timing. It is a sign that your time has come to rise and live the purpose you were always destined for. The world may not have recognized you yet, but the divine realm has seen you and knows you. The dragonfly is a living testament to the fact that your journey is one of transformation and growth. It calls you to release the old and embrace the new, to let go of the weight that holds you back, and to move forward in the freedom of God's calling. When the dragonfly comes into your life, it is a confirmation that you are seen by heaven. It tells you that your spiritual transformation has been recognized, and now it is time to take flight. The dragonfly does not hesitate to take to the skies, and neither should you. It is a call to rise above the limitations and challenges of the past and to embrace the expansive future that awaits you. The divine message is clear. Your time has come. Let go of the past, trust in the journey, and rise with wings that are ready to soar. The dragonfly carries the divine confirmation that you are not alone. Your transformation is being witnessed by heaven, and you are being prepared to fulfill a purpose that is greater than yourself. The time to step into your calling is now. Take the leap. Embrace the lightness of your spirit and trust that you are being guided every step of the way. The dragonfly has come to tell you that your time to rise has arrived. It is time to embrace your purpose and step boldly into the life that God has prepared for you. The eagle soars through the heavens, its majestic wings cutting through the wind with grace and power. It is a creature that embodies divine strength, a symbol of spiritual clarity and vision. But what makes the eagle so significant to those who are chosen by God? Why does its presence carry such weight in the spiritual world? The answer lies in the eagle's unique ability to rise above the storms of life and to see far beyond what is visible to the human eye. Eagles do not shy away from the challenges that others may cower from. When faced with a storm, most birds would take shelter, hiding from the powerful winds and dark clouds. But not the eagle. It flies directly into the storm, using the wind to rise higher and higher. It understands that the strength of the wind can be used to lift it to greater heights, transforming an obstacle into an opportunity. This remarkable ability is symbolic of the divine calling that rests on the shoulders of the chosen ones. For the chosen one, the eagle represents a call to rise above life's challenges, to take on the obstacles that seem insurmountable and turn them into stepping stones for growth and purpose. The eagle teaches us that adversity is not something to fear, but rather something to embrace with faith and courage. It calls us to see beyond the immediate struggles, to trust that God has a higher vision for our lives, one that is far greater than what we can see with our limited perspective. When the eagle appears in your life, it is not a mere coincidence. It is a divine signal that you are being called to a new level of strength and spiritual awareness. It is God reminding you that you are capable of soaring above the trials and tribulations of this world, that you possess the inner power to face whatever storms come your way. The eagle does not fear the wind. It uses it to rise higher. And this is the divine message for you. It is time to elevate your thinking, to look beyond the immediate struggles, and to trust in God's higher plan. In moments of doubt or difficulty, the appearance of an eagle serves as a reminder to look at the bigger picture. The eagle's flight is a divine invitation to shift your focus from the temporary to the eternal, to see beyond the obstacles that stand in your way, and to trust that God is using those very obstacles to prepare you for something greater. It is time to step into the fullness of your divine purpose, to stop settling for a life of limitation, and to embrace the boundless opportunities that await you. When the eagle crosses your path, it is a call to remember who you are and why you are here. The eagle does not fly aimlessly. It has a purpose, a vision that guides it. Similarly, the chosen one is called to live with purpose, to rise above the limitations of the world, and to fulfill a divine calling. The eagle's flight symbolizes the vision and strength that God has placed within you to accomplish great things. It serves as a divine confirmation that you are on the right path, even when it feels like the world is trying to pull you down. The eagle's ability to soar above the storm is a powerful reminder that your challenges are not meant to defeat you. They are meant to strengthen you. Like the eagle, you are being called to use your struggles as opportunities for growth, to rise above the storms of life, and to gain a broader perspective of the purpose God has for you. The eagle's flight invites you to step into a new level of spiritual awareness, to see the world through God's eyes, and to trust that He is guiding you every step of the way. The eagle does not fly alone. It soars with purpose. And so too, the chosen one is never truly alone. Even when it feels like you are walking a solitary path, know that heaven is with you, guiding you, and preparing you for the greater purpose ahead. The eagle's flight is a reminder that you are not called to be bound to the earth, weighed down by fear and doubt. You were created to rise, to soar, and to embrace the strength and vision that God has placed within you. When the eagle appears, it is time to let go of the small-minded thinking that keeps you grounded. It is time to step into the fullness of your divine potential and to see the world as God sees it. The eagle's presence is a call to embrace your spiritual strength, to trust in God's higher vision, and to rise above the challenges that have held you back. The time has come to spread your wings and soar to new heights, trusting that the winds of adversity will only carry you further into your divine purpose. The monarch butterfly is a creature of transformation. Its journey from a caterpillar to a butterfly is one of the most remarkable processes in nature, and it carries with it a divine message for those who have been chosen by God. The monarch's journey mirrors the spiritual journey of the chosen one of growth, metamorphosis, and renewal. Just as the monarch embarks on a long and arduous migration, the chosen one is called to navigate a path of spiritual transformation, leaving behind the old and embracing the new. The monarch butterfly's migration is not an easy one. It travels thousands of miles, facing challenges along the way. But despite the obstacles, the monarch continues, driven by a divine purpose to reach its destination. This journey reflects the spiritual path of the chosen one, who must also endure trials and hardships in order to fulfill their destiny. The monarch's long journey represents the endurance, resilience, and perseverance needed to overcome the obstacles that stand in the way of divine purpose. For the chosen one, the appearance of the monarch butterfly is a sign that they are in the midst of a spiritual migration. Just as the monarch leaves behind its old life as a caterpillar, the chosen one is being called to shed the old self and embrace the new. This is a time of personal transformation, a season of growth and renewal. It is a reminder that the struggles of the past are not in vain. They have shaped you into the person you are meant to be, and now you are ready to step into the fullness of your divine purpose. The monarch's migration also represents the idea of spiritual resilience. Despite the challenges it faces, the monarch continues its journey, knowing that it is part of a greater plan. In the same way, the chosen one is called to trust that God is leading them through the trials and challenges of life. Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a stepping stone to greater things. Just as the monarch perseveres through harsh conditions to reach its destination, the chosen one is being strengthened for the journey ahead. The divine message of the monarch butterfly is one of transformation and renewal. It speaks of the shedding of the old to embrace the new, of leaving behind the past to step into a future filled with purpose and destiny. When the monarch crosses your path, it is a sign that God is calling you to transition into a new season of your life. The struggles and challenges of the past have prepared you for this moment, and now it is time to embrace the transformation that awaits you. The monarch's presence reminds you that the process of personal growth is not always easy, but it is necessary for the fulfillment of your divine purpose. Just as the monarch butterfly goes through the stages of caterpillar pupa and butterfly, you too are going through a process of spiritual renewal. The struggles you have faced, the losses you have endured, and the challenges you have overcome are all part of the divine preparation for what is to come. You are being transformed into the person God has always known you could be. The monarch butterfly's appearance is a confirmation that your spiritual journey is moving forward. You are no longer bound by the past. You are being called to embrace the future with open arms. Just as the monarch migrates to a new destination, you too are being led to a new season of your life, one filled with divine purpose and spiritual fulfillment. Trust in the process of transformation, for it is through this metamorphosis that you will discover the fullness of your divine calling. The monarch butterfly carries a divine message of hope and renewal. It reminds you that you are not alone in your journey. Heaven is with you, guiding you, and preparing you for the next step in your spiritual evolution. When the monarch appears, it is a sign that your transformation is not only recognized by the spiritual realm, but also embraced. Your metamorphosis has been accepted, and now it is time to spread your wings and embrace the new life that God has prepared for you. In the same way that the monarch butterfly migrates toward its new home, you are being called to move forward into the future that awaits you. It is time to leave behind the old, to shed the weight of the past, and to embrace the divine change that is coming. Your spirit has been renewed, and now it is time to fly free, carrying with you the lightness and grace that only the chosen ones know. The white dove, a symbol universally recognized for its purity and peace, is a divine messenger sent to carry God's messages of reassurance and renewal. It has been cherished for centuries in both spiritual and cultural contexts, representing the Holy Spirit, peace, and hope. The white dove's presence is often a sacred sign, especially when it appears during times of struggle or uncertainty. This bird, serene and gentle, doesn't just glide silently through the air. It carries with it the divine promise of peace in the midst of turmoil. When the white dove appears to the chosen one, it is not by accident or coincidence. Its presence signifies a direct message from the spiritual realm, assuring you that God is listening, that He knows your struggles, and that you are never truly alone. The dove's quiet flight across your path brings with it a divine affirmation that despite the noise of the world or the weight of your burdens, God's peace is available to you. The dove's appearance often comes at those moments when your heart is heavy, when the world feels too overwhelming. or when you are in deep need of spiritual assurance. There are moments in life when the soul feels alone, as if God's presence is distant and unreachable. In these times of doubt, a white dove may appear, often unexpectedly and without fanfare. It's not a loud, showy event, but a quiet, peaceful encounter. It could be during a walk, when you least expect it, or perhaps in a moment of prayer or reflection. Its gentle presence serves as a divine reminder that God is always with you, even when your heart is heavy with questions or uncertainty. The white dove comes not only as a messenger, but as a bearer of peace. When it crosses your path, it signifies that heaven is watching over you, that God has heard your cries, and that He is offering you His peace. This peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of a calm spirit within you, despite the turmoil around. It is the reminder that even in the midst of life's chaos, there is a divine quietude that cannot be disturbed. The dove signifies that God is sending His peace into your heart, offering you a calm assurance that His plans for you are unfolding perfectly, no matter what your circumstances may suggest. In these moments of quiet solace brought by the dove, God is reminding you of His promises. He is assuring you that His presence is ever near, guiding you through moments of solitude and silence. As the white dove glides through the air, it serves as a reminder that you are not lost, that even in times when you feel disconnected, there is still a higher guidance at work. The dove's flight is peaceful and steady, much like the spiritual journey you are called to walk, trusting, faithful, and rooted in divine peace. The white dove's presence is an invitation to trust in God's promises and to experience the renewal that comes with divine peace. When the dove crosses your path, it is not merely a symbol. It is a divine assurance that the transition you are experiencing, whether emotional, spiritual, or physical, is part of a larger divine plan. God's peace is not dependent on the world's peace. It is a peace that surpasses understanding, a gift that only those who walk in divine trust can fully experience. The appearance of the white dove serves as a confirmation that God is working behind the scenes even when you can't see it. When the weight of the world feels too heavy, and when the road ahead seems uncertain, the dove reminds you that God's guidance is unwavering. It assures you that peace is not a distant goal, but a present reality, one that God wants you to experience in every moment of your journey. The dove's appearance is a direct message from God. I am with you. My peace is yours to claim. It is a spiritual affirmation that God's plans for you are being fulfilled, and His timing is perfect. As the dove hovers and soars, so too does the chosen one rise above their trials, finding peace even in the midst of adversity. The white dove is a reminder that while you may not always see the end of the path, God is guiding you with gentle hands, offering peace to your restless heart. It signifies that your journey is not meant to be walked in anxiety or fear, but in the calm assurance that God is orchestrating every step of your divine purpose. This divine peace is not only a gift, but a responsibility. It invites the chosen one to be a beacon of peace in a world that so desperately needs it. The dove, as a messenger of peace, calls you to embody that peace in your daily life, offering it to others as a reflection of God's grace. When the dove appears, it is a call to embrace the peace that is available to you and to share it with the world around you. The chosen one is called to be an ambassador of divine peace, carrying that peace wherever they go, even into the darkest places, knowing that it is the greatest gift they can offer. The owl is a creature often associated with wisdom, but its symbolism goes much deeper than mere intelligence. The owl represents spiritual discernment, the ability to see beyond the surface and into the deeper truths of life. It is a bird that operates in the darkness, able to navigate and thrive where others cannot. For the chosen one, the owl's presence is a reminder that spiritual clarity comes not in the absence of darkness, but through it. The owl teaches the chosen one how to walk in the unseen realms, to discern the hidden truths, and to trust in the wisdom that God provides. In the stillness of night, when the world seems to fall into silence, the owl watches. Its eyes, sharp and penetrating, can see what others cannot. It is able to discern the hidden, to uncover truths that are concealed in the shadows. The owl's quiet vigilance represents spiritual awareness, the ability to discern the subtle movements of God in the world around us. For the chosen one, the owl's presence is a reminder that spiritual clarity is often found in moments of stillness and reflection. It is easy to become overwhelmed by the noise and distractions of life, but the owl teaches the importance of quiet observation. In the stillness, God speaks. In the darkness, there is divine guidance. The owl teaches the chosen one that wisdom does not always come in the loud moments. Sometimes it is in the quiet, in the unseen, that the greatest revelations are found. The owl's watchful eyes are a divine invitation to see the world with spiritual clarity, to trust in your inner guidance, even when the path ahead is unclear. The owl does not rush. It waits patiently, observing, allowing time for the truth to reveal itself. For the chosen one, this is a call to slow down, to listen to the subtle whispers of the Spirit, and to trust that God is revealing His plan in His perfect timing. The owl's presence is especially powerful in the darkness of night. It is a creature that thrives when the world around it is silent, when the chaos of the day has faded into stillness. For the chosen one, the owl's presence in the night signifies that even in the darkest moments, God is guiding you. It is in these times of uncertainty and struggle that the spiritual realm is most active, offering clarity, wisdom, and discernment to those who are willing to listen. When the owl appears, it is a reminder that your spiritual journey may not always be illuminated by the bright light of certainty. There will be times when you must walk through the darkness, relying on faith and trust in God's unseen guidance. But even in these moments, the owl assures you that you are not walking alone. The Holy Spirit is your guide, leading you with wisdom and clarity, just as the owl navigates the night with sharp vision. When the owl crosses your path, it confirms that spiritual clarity has been granted. It is a divine revelation that you are being led with wisdom, even when you cannot see the full picture. The owl teaches the chosen one that faith does not require a clear view of the future. It requires trust in God's perfect guidance. Just as the owl can see clearly in the dark, you too are being called to trust in God's wisdom, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. The owl's appearance confirms that you are ready to embrace spiritual discernment. It is time to trust your inner guidance, to listen to the still small voice within that is leading you toward God's will. The owl reminds you that even in moments of doubt, God's wisdom is always available to you. You have been given the ability to see what others cannot, to discern the deeper truths of life, and to walk with confidence in the direction that God has set before you. The owl also calls you to remain vigilant, to keep your spiritual eyes open to the signs and messages that are all around you. In the stillness, in the quiet moments God is speaking, the owl's watchful presence reminds you that you are called to observe, to reflect, and to trust that every moment is part of God's divine plan. Even in the darkness, His guidance is present, and His wisdom will lead you to the light. The owl's wisdom is a gift, one that allows the chosen one to navigate the spiritual path with clarity and purpose. When the owl appears, it is a reminder that you have been given the ability to see beyond the surface, to trust in your inner knowing, and to follow the guidance of the Holy Spirit. The darkness is not something to fear. It is a space where divine wisdom thrives. The owl comes to tell you that in this season of your life, spiritual clarity and discernment are yours for the taking. Trust in God's guidance, and you will be led to the truth. As we draw this journey to a close, it is important to remember that the encounters we've discussed are far from random. The appearance of these animals, the dragonfly, the eagle, the monarch, butterfly, the white dove, the owl, are not coincidental moments, but divine signs. These creatures, though seemingly ordinary, are messengers from the spiritual realm, sent to remind the chosen ones of their purpose and the sacred journey they are on. They are more than just animals. They are the embodiment of God's communication, offering us subtle yet profound messages of strength, peace, transformation, and guidance. When you encounter these animals in your life, take a moment to reflect and recognize that it is no ordinary event. These divine signs are God's way of showing you that you are not alone in your journey. Whether it is the dragonfly's gentle reminder of spiritual renewal, the eagle's call to rise above your challenges, or the owl's quiet, watchful presence guiding you through the darkness, each encounter carries a divine purpose. These animals have come to remind you that heaven is aware of you, that you are seen, and that you are chosen for something greater than you may even realize. They confirm that you are on the right path, and that God's timing is unfolding perfectly in your life. I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever encountered an animal that felt different, that seemed to be speaking to your spirit in a way that words couldn't? Perhaps you've brushed off these moments as coincidence, but now, through this story, you may see them as divine messages. It's important to recognize the divine presence that has always been with you, even in the most unexpected places. God is constantly reaching out to you, guiding you, and reminding you that you are His chosen one. His presence surrounds you, and creation itself responds to the light within you. I invite you to share your own encounters with animals that you believe were spiritual signs from God. Comment below and let us know how these moments have impacted your spiritual journey. By sharing your experiences, you create a sense of community, allowing others to recognize the divine signs in their own lives. Together, we can strengthen our collective understanding of God's presence and remind one another that we are never truly alone.